Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Ray Bay, aka the Prophet of John, and welcome to a very special episode of Oh My John. I'm happy to have you all here. Uh man. So I covered this last year. Last year, I believe it was last year. Yeah, I covered this last year, and well, I don't think I got, I really looked at the full video. So, what I wanted to do is take a look at this entire video, this entire conversation on how racism uh, makes black women much more fatter. Hey, what's happening, Mr. Johnson? How you doing, Jimmy? Welcome to the show. All right, let's see here. We'll press play. Boop. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I have my sound correct. Last time I did some jazz like this, I didn't have the sound right. There we go. All right, and now we can play.
Who believes we make excuses for not taking care of ourselves? Yes, all day long. Let me hear from you.
My name is Lisa Banks, and I am the only girl in my family. I'm the oldest. So I was born with stress. I lost both of my parents back to back. So you go home to your father's funeral, you deal with preparing for them, repast, then you go back to work. They only give you 3 days. You go back to work, pay bills, take care of your daughter, your household, but you didn't mourn not one parent, but both parents. And then on top of that, you still gotta get up every day and go to work and pay the bills and produce and be that person people think you're supposed to be. You're dying inside. You're stressed inside. You're not taking care of yourself. There's no exercise. There's no meditation. Now, today, I'm getting better. The weight is definitely stress. I don't take care of myself as I used to, but I'm praying about it, moving forward, and making small changes in my life. But when that video came on, I resonate so much with that because that's what I was dealing with.
Oh, I'd love to know what video she's talking
I
about.
actually want us to hold up a little bit before we do this thing where we start blaming ourselves. Like, I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we
Pause. Pause. First and foremost, what do you mean you hate when people start telling you to blame yourself? First and foremost, ma'am, look at you. You're rotundant. You're clearly out of shape. Definitely out of shape. The young lady next to you is well out of shape. Now, nobody else did that to you. No one else did that to you. No one else got you to this point. Now, unless it's your genetics, you have it's in your family tree that there are a lot of overweight family members that you have, then that's understandable. But you know, at the end of the day, you are the one that is living your life. Nobody's living your life for you. You make decisions on what you put into your face and allow your body to gorge on. But I digress.
didn't create. We're moving, we're taking care of kids, but our food quality suffers. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those
Somehow it's Trump's
still
fault.
are people. You can't get access to good health care, good insurance.
Do you see the video?
Research says that black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
And I'm with you. I'm with you. But I think it's also really important for us to know that we have the power to choose how we see ourselves.
There you go.
We will be fortified to fight all of these other external issues when we pour into ourselves enough to say, I love me. I am not the conditions that surround me. I am not my experience. I am more than the circumstances that I have gone through.
Exactly. I agree there, Jimmy. What does her weight gain have to do with racism? You know, and it's just terrible. Just terrible. She's sitting there talking about era of Trump. Well, what about the era of Obama? Were you this heavy set in the era of Obama? Were you this heavy set in the era of Bush, Clinton, Reagan, and so forth? I mean, I just want to know. I'm trying to figure that part the fuck on out. Black women, black women. We Black people, Black Americans, are at such high risk for diabetes, heart disease, HIV, a whole gamut of health issues. But it's all about our lifestyle, what we choose to put into our bodies. And like the lady at the end said, Miss Lifford said, it's about how you take care of yourself. You got to make sure you take care of you. Leave out the external bullshit. So let's set the external bullshit aside. If there was no racism and you were this fucking heavy set, what would you blame then? Say you were in Africa, where they revere heavy set women. What would you say then? Would you say, oh, it's the caste system out here? Would you call it? Would you blame it on the caste system? You know, we will never be satisfied as Black people in the United States of America. We will never be satisfied, and it's going to take the brave, the intelligent, the aware, the truly aware, to fucking step up and say, "Hey, I need to change my life." Look at this, bam, muscle. I didn't have that. I didn't have this muscle ages ago, maybe a couple months back. I didn't have that muscle. I was flabby. I was a bit flabby. I had a bigger belly than I have now. It was sticking out a little further. I was eating left and right. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to get a job. I'm not going to sit on my ass during this fucking COVID-19 bullshit and nonsense and not gain weight, because I already knew what my ultimate plan was. My ultimate plan was to start going back to the gym, and then Corona came. It was just like, fuck y'all. Ain't nobody going to no gym, no restaurants, no bars, no nothing. Y'all ain't having no kind of fun. You can't even go to the goddamn movies. Fuck y'all. So, you know, I just was like, all right, I'm going to go get a job. That's right. That's right, Jimmy. Got the muscles right at work. Bam. Bam. Working right the fuck on. I got trapeziuses now. I remember when I walked up in there, my trapeziuses weren't even this developed. They're all getting thicker. Shoot. It's amazing. I love it. It's a good workout. Ask any of these heavy set, obese, overweight, fat, dare I say it, fat Black women, if they have a job in the labor field. Ask them. And if they don't, there's your problem. Maybe you should go and get a job in the labor field. You know, yank some pallets through a machine, push a fucking broomstick, get off your fat asses. I'm tired of the excuse of racism is making me do it. Racism is making me eat these cupcakes by the fucking dozen. No. Donald Trump did it. No, the fuck he didn't. He's fucking overweight. So that makes zero fucking sense to me. And I covered this last year and shit. I was like, you know what? And I was watching a video earlier, and I was saying to myself, you know, let me get back in here and cover it again, because I feel like this is a conversation that truly needs to be had. I would love to have this conversation with an overweight Black woman. I'm not talking about a BBW, you know, with all her shit in the right place, you know. No, I'm talking about these seriously out of shape Black women that seriously believe and think that racism, I hope I'm saying that right, is causing them to fucking gain weight. Because if racism is causing you to gain weight, you might want to move to another country. You might want to move to like fucking Agrabah or fucking China. Move to China, you know? Move to China. There's fat Chinese people. There's fat white people. There's fat Irish folks. There's fat Mexicans. And I know I've seen Mexican women blow right the fuck on up after they have a few kids. They sit on their asses for a little bit. They start letting their body go. That's genetics. That's also how they choose to live their fucking lives. They can't go and blame that on racism. Oh, yeah, it was racism that did it. No. Doesn't make sense to me. Because I'm black and I'm not fat at all. Does that mean racism hasn't attacked me yet? I'm not dealing with the stress of it. I deal with the stress of it every day. I live in Arizona. There are racists out here. Do I go around them? Fuck no. I stay away from them. I lived in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, living around racists all the time. But guess what? I lived in a black neighborhood. Guess what? We have fat black people in a majority black neighborhood. Now, can black people be racist towards each other? No, not one little bit. So why are you fucking fat? If all you see all day are black people, you don't see any white people, you don't have any fucking conversation or this or that, why are you fucking fat? No exposure to racism. If you're not exposed to racism, why are you fat? Maybe you're fat because you're depressed. Maybe you're fat because you have low self-esteem. Maybe you're fat because you're fucking lazy. You just want to eat everything in fucking sight. You want to eat the entire meal, the entire feast. Yeah. Right there. Boom. I know a few fine looking Mexican women. I know right off the bat, I'm like, I tell them all the time, yeah, as soon as you have a fucking kid, you're going to blow right the fuck on up. They're like, no, I'm going to stay in shape. I'm like, all right, go ahead. Please do. Please do stay in shape. Real shit. Unbelievable. They're making excuses. Because they want to take away accountability from themselves. And I like what Tiffany, I forgot her name, but Lifford, I remember her last name. And she says right there, take accountability first. Then you can worry about that external shit. You can get out there and then you can talk about some fucking racism. Because racism don't make you gain no fucking weight. What? That's the case. All white people should be fat right now. Because the conversation of racism has flipped the script. It's now black people who are being racist towards white folks. The other day, I had a good white friend of mine trying to tell me how he's not racist. And I straight up looked at him and I said, hey, before you fucking go on this long diatribe talking about how you're not fucking racist and shit, you don't have to. Just be yourself. All I ask is for fucking respect in return. That's it. This is why I don't deal with racism. Now, have I come across people in the past that have called me a nigger? Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. And guess what? I didn't go out and fucking buy a dozen of fucking cupcakes and just start gorging on them. You know, I was at Circle K. And I'm coming out the door. I guess he was Mexican or white. You know, you can't tell. Because some of these white folks, they're actually Mexican and shit. They got the Mexican genetics. But he looked Mexican. And he looked white. He looked mixed. I open the door. I'm coming out the door. I'm holding the door open for him. As he's going in, I hear him mutter, "You better had, nigger." Do you know what I didn't do? Walk back into that fucking Circle K. Albeit cuss him the fuck out, punch him in the fucking face, and none of that shit. I didn't do any of that. Because one, it's words. I'm not gonna fucking get sussed up. I'm out here in Arizona by myself. I got nobody to back me up in that situation. You know, I start striking him because of words he used, and I'm right in 10 fucking city, eating the motherfucking slop. That's going to make me fucking fat. Because believe me, I gained weight in jail. I didn't go right back into Circle K and buy up all their fucking sausages and their donuts and eat them because distress. A mother. I didn't do any of that. Why? Because racism does not make you gain weight. Racism makes you fucking angry. And I was angry, but I'm also aware. Also aware of my surroundings. I'm also aware of where I'm at, what I'm doing in my life. I know I ain't no damn nigger. I know I ain't a statistic. Look at me, I'm alive. I'm free. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm sober. I've escaped one of the greatest hardships a child could ever go through. One of the greatest. Plenty of them. Huge gamut of them. My first foster mother would say, their children starving in Africa, just as to say, her starving me and my older brother was somehow far greater than those kids starving in Africa. It was on the same motherfucking plane. She wanted us to be grateful that we were at least getting a fucking meal. Pizza crust, cereal, noodles. The basics. The basics. Shit. He would have got his ass whipped in Detroit if he said that. You know what? Yeah, you right there. Definitely. He would have gotten his ass whipped. He'd have gotten his ass whipped. I mean, shit. I need me if I'm a jump down somebody's fucking throat on some shit like that, I want to make sure I have some backup. Because I don't know what a person has on them. They might have a knife, gun, all extra shit. I would love to have some fucking backup. Rolling with my homies and whatnot. Walk out the door. Yeah, you better head, nigger. I'm like, hey, y'all hear this? Y'all hear this fool? Y'all hear this nigga? Y'all heard what he said? Yeah, I heard what he said in. Yo, let's fuck him up. Then we can fuck him right the fuck on up and then skirt the fuck on out of there. Ain't no 10 city today. Fuck that. But by myself, nah. See, black people, we work better in numbers. That's why, when shit happens to us, and then white folks, they love to lynch our ancestors back in the day. They made sure we were outnumbered because, see, by ourselves, we are strong. We're mighty. Look at that shit. We're fucking strong and motherfucking mighty. We're not weak. They know what the fucking deal is. You fuck one of us, you get fucked up. That's why they form mobs, lynching parties, took pictures. You know what I'm saying? Smiling and shit. Chopping off pieces of our body, selling it like it's fucking candy. But you know what? Guess what? With that knowledge in my head and those thoughts in my head, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not gaining any fucking weight. And yeah, I'm a black man. So, if I could, I wish I could get a black woman's opinion. A thin black woman to say, hey, yeah, I ain't getting fucking fat out in this bitch. But I know my history too. And it ain't fucking blowing me the fuck up like a beluga whale. Like real shit. But we always gotta deal with the specifics. Oh man. I don't know. I just don't fucking know. Right now we're dealing with our country is in I don't want to say dire straits because I don't believe that. But I believe our country is headed in a direction where we're going to have a great upheaval, on this whole entire topic of racism. And people are going to try to change it for the better or the fucking worse. I like where I'm at. I like my country the way the fuck it is. Because I don't deal with those issues. Do I feel like white people look down on me sometimes? Hell yeah. Do I look down on white people sometimes? Hell yeah. I look right down on them. I'm black, bitch. I walk through a door, I'm black. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold this door open for you. Because I'm better than you. I'm better. I get those moments, And some guapos. I was coming out of fucking 7-Eleven and shit. Held the door open. A couple of them said thank you. Their parents taught them well. Others fucking just avoided my gaze, went right on in as if I was supposed to fucking open the door for them. As if I were their fucking servant. But it's fine. It's fine. Because they don't suss up my day. See, I'm on my work to get some money. This group of motherfuckers, they wasn't going to work. They were just hanging the fuck out. So they probably ain't got no job. They probably have no self-worth about themselves. those hucklebucks that didn't say thank you. You know, that didn't acknowledge my presence. And they minorities too. We act like only white people are supposed to be racist sometimes, but you know, other minorities can be racist towards each other as well. You know, like the Chinese, they're racist towards blacks. Look at their stores out there in Detroit, Philadelphia, New York City, the plexiglass windows. You think these glass windows that we have up in like Family Dollar and all the other jank right now is strong? Nah, these windows are bulletproof. They're there for their protection. Big old glass cases that only they can gain access to. But none of the black people. Their customer service is quite shit too. They don't know how to say please or thank you, come again, you have a nice day. Nah, all they know how to do is count money. And they don't know how to give it the fuck back. They don't know how to give back to the community. Why? Because they don't want to. They don't want to. The Chinese are fucking racist towards black people. I want all black people to see this, realize this. Stop going to those fucking Chinese stores buying that General Tso's chicken. It's delicious, but it ain't that fucking good. Them fucking chicken wing platters with the French fries, salt, pepper, ketchup. It's delicious, but it ain't that fucking good. It ain't even healthy. And that's how you gain that fucking weight. You ain't gaining weight because of racism. You're gaining weight by what other motherfuckers is selling you. By eating it. Gorging on it. As if there's no fucking tomorrow. Black women, watch yourselves. Watch your weight. Watch your figure. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a little chunky little belly on you. Nothing wrong with that. I understand. Women, they go through changes after they have fucking children and shit. Their bodies fucking morph. They get the little stretch marks. The bellies get a little saggy and whatnot. It's cool. I'm cool with that. But when you start letting your arms fucking look bigger than your fucking head and shit, that's a problem. At least for me, anyway. I don't think a woman's arm should be bigger than mine's anyway. That's why I'm gonna be fucking working the hell out at work. Because I don't think their arms should be bigger than mine's. I don't. Any woman I date, no, you're gonna have some little tiny arms. You know, so I can pick you up, scoop you up. Carry you over the fucking threshold, like they traditionally did. But we've lost all these traditions. And what we've gained in return is nothing but feelings and emotions. Feelings and emotions are not fact, ladies and gentlemen. Feelings and emotions are exactly what they are: a biological, natural response to shit that's going on in your fucking life. I tell you, one day we shall overcome. One day. And it's not going to take a group of people with a bunch of rifles and shit. It's not going to take a fucking group of wealthy rappers or basketball players. It's going to take individuals stopping and saying to themselves, you know what, I can do better for myself. I can do better for my life. I can be great. I can take accountability for my own self because that's what I have to do. I don't have to fucking be destitute. I don't have to be fucking poor. I don't have to live on fucking food stamps for the rest of my life. I don't have to have children live willy-nilly left and fucking right. I can be the best me I can possibly be and be comfortable with that. I remember back when I was in high school, elementary school, we learned about racism. We learned about slavery, segregation, Jim Crow, all that good shit. We just learned about it. What our teachers didn't do was bellyache over it and tell us, hey, you guys can't fucking move forward from this shit. They didn't do that. They didn't tell us we were fucking oppressed. Hell no. But now, this is what they're teaching these kids in schools. That you are oppressed. That your government doesn't care about you. Same teachers who voted for the fucking oppressive Democrats and Republicans are teaching our students that. We need a whole new Congress. We need a whole new Senate. Wipe the slate clean. Term limits, too. And I'm going to keep preaching that shit. And we got to start looking out for our fucking homeless. There's a fucking problem right there. That'd be nice if I came along and said, racism causes homelessness. How fair would that be to all the other fucking homeless people who fucking are homeless on their own recourse? Some people end up homeless because of shit that's out of their fucking control, but it ain't fucking racism. Some people are homeless by choice because they're in the throes of addiction. I've been there. I know. So yeah, I find that racism makes black women fat and prevents them from losing weight. Bullshit fucking argument. You stressed? Fine, I can dig that. But you need to fucking do something to fuck about it. You better go start lifting some fucking weights, doing some motherfucking push-ups. Don't even start off strong. Start off small. Just sit on the edge of your bed, lift your legs a couple times. You don't have to go for 50 million walks around the block. Just start off with 1 each fucking day. Then you work your way up to 2 each fucking day. And then you start watching what the fuck you're eating each fucking day. Look at the back of the box. Look. You see this word right here? Cholesterol. All right. Calories. You see that? Start looking at those fucking numbers. Learn how to read, write, and motherfucking count. Learn how to comprehend what you're fucking putting into yourself. See, I can put whatever the fuck I want into my body because I do take care of myself at the end of the motherfucking day. I stay active. I don't just fucking eat and just go, yeah, and then fall the fuck back. Steadily. There are people who do it steadily. But I don't want to keep ripping on fat people and shit. I don't want to keep ripping on fat women, fat black women, and making them feel unloved. You are loved. 100%. But you're loved for the person you are. Fortunately, not for the way you look. You got that Lizzo out there. You know, she's what is she, a singer, a rapper, or some shit like that? Fucking doing the damn thing out here. And the thing she likes to throw out there in everybody's face, to guilt trip her fans, guilt trip America with. I'm fat, nobody loves me. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You got fans. Somebody fucking loves you. But it is what it is. Neither here nor there. I stated a while back that the the Almighty John was going to bring us a mighty test, that this coronavirus is going to weed out the weak from the strong. I've come forth to tell you all some terrible, harrowing news. I'm still fucking immune. I feel great. Feeling good. Still skinny too. So that's good. I thought when I got back here to AZ, I was gonna blow right the fuck on up. I did a little bit, and then I just started working again. I decided, instead of sitting in a fucking chair in a fucking call center and the air conditioning and shit, being fucking lazy, I was like, I'm gonna give me a job where I'll be active, because I wanted to go to the gym to make up for that fat laziness bullshit that I was doing when I first got out here. But now I get to save some fucking money and earn some money for losing weight and gaining muscle. Putting the world on my fucking shoulders when I yank and push them pallets to the machine. Fucking amazing. I had to write Saw God on my motherfucking helmet to give me that confidence to know that eventually I'm gonna be fucking, these little shit ain't gonna have no fucking neck at the end of the motherfucking day. No, I'm still gonna have a neck. My neck is far too long for muscle to over it. But I take pride in myself as a black man, as a man, period. As a an artist, as a human being, because I could have been born anything, but I was born me. I exist as me, myself. And no longer do I have to sit and question it or make excuses as to why I'm fucking here. I am here because I exist. And it just so happens I'm me. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for coming through and shit. Just wanted to make this video nice and short and sweet, you know, nothing too long, nothing too dangerous, nothing too crazy, wildly out of control. I will be back on maybe a little later, but I do have other things I need to fucking do in my life. Because just like weight won't fucking sloth off of you and shit, magically delicious if you do nothing. Well, it could if you don't eat. But if you do nothing about it, my clothes, they won't get clean. They'll just be dirty. And I can't have that. You know, think of clothes. Think of weight loss like laundry and shit. Like, this is something you got to take care of every week. If I don't wash my clothes every week, my clothes will stay dirty. They will be stagnant. They will smell like old ass sweat. You know, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to walk around me smelling all fucking sweaty and shit, smelling my week's old fucking sweaty fucking uniform shirts for work. I gotta wash them bitches every fucking week. Thankfully, I have 5 of them, but I gotta wash them hoes every fucking week just to make sure that they're clean. I'm not wearing the same sweaty shirt over and over and over again. And if I didn't do that, people wouldn't like me very much. People wouldn't want to be around me very much. People wouldn't appreciate me very much. So you think about weight that you have on you, like motherfucking laundry. Because the longer you wear dirty clothes, the more you're going to stink. The longer you wear that weight, the more you're going to bear down on everybody else with your feelings and your emotions that don't even fucking matter at the end of the day. My name is the Prophet of John, Anthony Ray Bay, and I want to thank you all once again. Thank you all so much. I wish nothing but peace and prosperity. And if you don't find any of it, that's because you're not living your life right in John. And if you are living your life right in John, then carry on. With that,